Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. It's a random run. We got Isaac. It's an Isaac run. What do you want me to say? I'm not trying to quote the dismemberment plan here. I'm just simply trying to, you know, offer myself at the altar of forgiveness for having maybe one too many Isaac runs in a row. But the random button, it's a fickle mistress. And if you want me to re-roll, basically, an Isaac run, that's exceptionally unlikely to happen. I'm actually a little bit happy to be going up against Pride, and I'll explain why. Normally, mini-boss fights early in the game are kind of annoying because you're usually not strong enough proportionally compared to where you would be if you fought them in a later game. But we might get a reroll pedestal. We didn't, but why was I concerned about a reroll pedestal? Well, I think it's a given. We're on an XL floor right out the bat here, so I may not be able to visit any of the item rooms. Obviously, I'm hoping that that's not the case, but it is beyond a theoretical possibility. It's happened many, many times before in the past. And missing 2 item rooms is not necessarily a guarantee that one will lose a run, but it is kind of a kiss of death. So hopefully we'll be able to make something out of this floor, but we do need keys. Tinted Rock is a above average chance to get a key. That even if we got 1 key for 1 bomb, I would consider that to be a pretty good trade, but we might actually be able to get 2 keys for 1 bomb. At the oh, we did! We got 2 keys and a Spirit Heart for 1 bomb. Shouldn't have picked up the Spirit Heart yet, maybe, but whatever. 1 bomb should get us 2 bombs here. I also thought that that gave us a decent chance of getting into the secret room. Doesn't really matter that it didn't, because it still paid out proportionally way better than one would expect. So, we probably have 1 more reroll remaining on this floor, but we've got to be pretty smart about it. Because we've got like 5 item pedestals that are coming up, and probably only 2 rerolls. So Lemon Mishap is a reroll. It's a no-brainer. And it became Mom's Eye, which is fine. And then what we do is we don't come to the boss room, because remember, the next place I want to use a reroll in all likelihood is probably on the Deal with the Devil room, unless we get another item in an item room that's as bad as Lemon Mishap is. So the only reason I rerolled Lemon Mishap is because it was basically unfathomable that we would get a worse item than that in a future room. So we came here and got 1/3 of our D6 charge back, and now we'll go fight some bosses. Ideally, I would keep this Chariot card for maybe an arcade later on in the game or something along those lines. Remember that as Blue Baby, yes, you have the capability to steal items from the Deal with the Devil with invincibility, like the Chariot card or, you know, the Unicorn Horn item itself, etc., etc. We don't really have that opportunity as Isaac. It's just one of those things that's in the game, basically, or not in the game, I guess. Works as one character, doesn't work as others. That's fine. We don't need to steal Deal with the Devil items as long as we actually get HP. Will we get HP? Well, one would think that it's probably pretty likely, considering we have 2 boss fights here, and, you know, at least one of them is not going to be a, like, scripted payout, so that should be the end of the Widow, and a relatively good fight, although I did take a little bit of damage, but we'll see what we get here. Please don't be a shitty upgrade. Tears, a coat hanger is fine. I will just pick that up and not even worry about it. Next, we've got Blighted Ovum. We're fast enough, but Blighted Ovum has set up shop, like the other part of Blighted Ovum has set up shop in this area, where it's unfortunately going to be very difficult for me to actually dodge, but it's also not shooting its brimstone laser at me, so that's positive, I guess. Very easy fight here, all things considered. No Deal with the Devil actually kind of surprised me, but I guess I was missing a little bit of red heart health, but that's okay. So we got an HP upgrade, a good Tears upgrade, a second Tears upgrade from the item room, and now we'll be able to go check out what's going on in our second item room. And I would say this has been a fairly okay first floor. It hasn't really blown the doors off, but it also hasn't been particularly terrible either. It's actually a pretty large floor here. We maybe could have re-rolled once more. The problem is, like, we're going to get to that item room only after, in all likelihood, we've gone through all of the other rooms, so, like, it's very unlikely that we'll actually be able to get another reroll. Although, plausible, actually, I guess, when you look at the remaining layout, but you can imagine one of those is probably, like, a self-sacrifice room, etc., etc. I'm just going to pick up the Attack Fly, because I really doubt that I'll be able to get another reroll in the future. But we'll take a quick little look. And you know what? Even if we could get another reroll in the future, I probably wouldn't reroll Attack Fly, because Attack Fly is, like, decent enough in its own right. We got another key down here. We got some bombs that are going to do nothing for me. And Attack Fly already doing work. Thank you very much for that. It's actually a much larger floor than I would have expected. I don't know why I just ate that. I basically gave up like halfway through. Are we going to get enough money to go to the shop? Almost certainly not. But wow, this floor just kind of keeps spreading outwards and onwards. And we didn't even have a self-sacrifice room, actually. So there were more rerolls available, but I'm not thrilled with the way this floor went, but I'm content. So there is that. Might as well shoot some of this poop on our way out. We have 2 keys, which is a nice little setup for the next floor. Ideally, we'll be able to go to the shop there, but as we backtrack to the end of this floor, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, just to make sure that I'm in prime fighting form for the future. Something beautiful about subjecting people to my gross drinking noises while I'm playing a video game on the internet. I take a perverse pleasure in it, because I know that 99% of people don't care. But for 1% of people, it kind of grosses you out a lot. But you're like, that's part of the charm, maybe? I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to reconcile it, basically. So down to the next floor. 1 HP, 2 tiers, an attack fly. We're on Caves XL, so thank God we at least got a decent base of keys. Obviously, XL floors, you know, they come with their own strengths of set and weakness, or their own sets of strengths and weaknesses. I used to prefer XL floors because I thought it kind of sped up the game a little bit. Now I very much dislike XL floors, and the reason for that is that you get way less opportunities to actually visit a shop. Bomb for a key might be a great trade. Oh, stay still. Just stay still. If you stay still, they won't hit you. If you stay still, they won't hit you. Oh my god, it's actually like aliens. Okay. Now we can definitely afford to use a bomb here. But yeah, you know, it wasn't an amazing floor. Last floor, and this floor we're still kind of inhibited from maybe having as many opportunities for the shop, or shop-portunities as I like to call them in my Instagram group. So that's bad. We're probably gonna have a much lower chance of getting items like the compass, other augmentations for our spacebar item, etc, etc. But we got an F-ton of keys. That feels pretty good. And the real question is, do I use one of these F-ton of keys, quote unquote, to go to the shop, even though right now I only have 7 cents? I kind of think I should. We may get enough money just randomly dropping, but beyond that, there may just be an item on sale. There's not. But we don't want to pay for the ladder anyway, but this might be like a second priority reroll for us at some point. We don't want to reroll it just yet, because there could be important rooms around here. There may not be, and it may end up being a waste of a reroll by just kind of letting it sit in latency here, but that's okay. Alright. So boss fights are going to be an important thing for us on this floor, because I really want to get that deal with the devil trend started. It's totally possible, and, you know, beyond that, plausible, to beat a run without getting deals with the devil. Of course, yeah, but it's, a lot of the major paths, I would say, for getting items required to, or not required, but that are assets towards beating the game, do run through deals with the devil, so it's important whenever you can to maximize your chances of getting those, because obviously they're a huge predictor of success. So my main thing on this fight is I'm going to be trying to use Attack Fly as reliably as possible to F up Gertie's crap. As you can see, one, like, quarter revolution of Attack Fly does a decent amount of damage. That's why I'm trying not to, like, force the dodge to the left whenever possible, but keep it on the... Yeah, see, I had a feeling that might happen if I tried that. Keep it on the right as long as possible. I don't know. It's working out pretty nicely. Our damage is not superb, as you could probably guess. But in spite of that, we're having a very good time on this fight as a result, almost directly, of what I would say is a very good Attack Fly. Squeezy is absolutely okay. Another Tears upgrade. The Spirit Heart's more or less meaningless, but I'm never going to reroll a Tears upgrade on a run like this, where we are concerned about our damage. So, you know, HP is a concern, always. Well, usually anyway. But damage is a greater concern for me right now. Now, we are fighting Fistula. I would say we got pretty lucky with our bosses on this floor. Some of the easier ones that you can come across on the caves. And what would really make me feel good is if we managed to get, probably like HP upgrade deal with the devil. I know I mentioned that combination a lot, but it really is like the go-to combination for doing well in the Binding of Isaac. HP upgrades and then trading HP upgrades for damage upgrades is amazing. We got one half of that combination, but I guess that's whatever, isn't it? We're going to leave, and I would say that went fairly well, but we're on an XL floor. I believe XL floors do have the opportunity to have arcades on them, so that's really what we're hoping for with this Chariot card. That was really stupid of me. There's other uses for Chariot. We could use it to take out a room that's particularly difficult. Probably won't encounter too many of those at this point in the game. We could use it to... I'm trying to think. We could use it to take out like a third of a boss's health, depending on which boss you're talking about. We could use it to get out of a curse room without taking damage. We could use it to play a self-sacrifice room and get like probably a shitty treasure chest. Might as well use one bomb just to check for the secret room. Just had a hunch. I was wrong, but it was a hunch nonetheless. With 4 keys, I think I can open this golden chest that's in here, unless it, yeah, that's what I was concerned about, actually. And you know what? We're obviously pretty far away from our item rooms. At least one reroll away. So why don't we reroll the ladder, and we turn the ladder into a battery, which gives me much more incentive to actually get the money necessary to pick it up. Battery is not the best spacebar augmentation item. I used to think it was. I don't think it is anymore. But it's a good one. No question about that. Now, I may actually want to save bombs. And the reason I'm thinking behind that is that we want to use them to find secret rooms. And that would be more valuable than just getting one spirit heart for a bomb. But at the same time, with the dope rhymes that I kick, you know and I know I float some old funky shit. It's an old Dr. Dre poem. And I wanted to bust it out because it's fresh, isn't it? So, no, but, you know, I find it hard to pass up Tinted Rocks. To some extent, I don't resent it, but I think it's false that Tinted Rocks are like an automatic thing where like, oh, if you see a Tinted Rock, you should trade one bomb for it. I don't think that's true, but I do think that most of the time, it's a good value proposition to trade one bomb for a Tinted Rock. The only time it sucks is if you get a golden chest and have no keys, or you get a chest and it gives you like a penny or something. Well, we not had very good efficiency on this floor with actually finding, you know, where I want to be. That's okay, though, for now. As long as our item rooms are good, really doesn't matter when we find them. If they're bad or middling, then it does matter when we find them. Well, another key's good. Mostly because this is all, you know, it boils down to our rerolls, basically. So I've been taking a little bit of damage, but it's meaningless because our HP is, like, so adequate right now. We get a Little Gish. Little Gish is unrerollable as far as I'm concerned. At least in our current situation. If we were in a desperate situation, we might consider it, but I'm really surprised that we're not getting more money, to be honest with you. I'm not saying I expected to be at 15 cents by now, but maybe 9 cents. We've been at 8 cents for, like, the entirety of this floor, and we're starting to run out of rooms. But we'll look for a secret room if we have enough bombs to do so. If we don't, so be it, I guess. But the other thing, of course, that I was hoping for is that we'd come across an arcade on this floor. Doesn't appear that that's going to be likely, unfortunately. I really thought Attackfly would do a better job than that. There we go. Yeah, that Eternal Heart is an HP upgrade. So obviously we'll take that, but we're not going to take it just yet. If we find a blood bank, or an arcade or a blood bank, basically, because they're not totally interchangeable, then we're in the clear. We'll buy the battery. It'll be great-ish. Ooh, that was very close. We'll get that Eternal Heart. That's another HP upgrade, and all told, everything has gone pretty well on this floor. These are big freaking floors. Oh my god. I don't understand it. We're only on the second floor of the game, but it's already taken us like 20 minutes. That's okay, though. Again, XL floors come with their own unique sets of strengths and weaknesses, but it's kind of amazing to me that I've been exploring for so long, and I still haven't found the second item room. And there's still a couple of areas that it could be in. I'm expecting that it'll be up here, but it's not a guarantee, is it? Anyway, luckily it is the caves and not catacombs, which would make things much more difficult. There's 3 more cents, pulls us a little closer, so I'm hoping there's an arcade on this other area. It's actually 4 more cents. So just be cool, and this should be beyond possible. There we go. 12 cents puts us very close. We get the box of tarot cards, so we only want to use one reroll if possible, because we probably only have one reroll. So effectively, at the very least from this item room, 2 spirit hearts. It's like picking up a very shitty version of Squeezy. We'll reroll the tarot cards into my best friend, which is really terrible. So we got 2 spirit hearts for a key. Not the greatest trade in the world. Let's check for secret room here. No, okay. Make a mental note of that. Many different locations for the secret room, which is the discouraging part of this right now. Then we'll put, we need to save 1 bomb for sure for this. If I leave and come back, we'll, yeah, okay, that'll be open. So I just did that. I don't want to take it just yet because there could be an arcade. But let's see if there's an arcade first, I guess, before I use my last bomb. Again, what a huge second floor. I'm not sure if that's just my perception or what, but maybe it's the camera playing tricks on me. Maybe the floor has recently lost some weight, which has given it the appearance of some extra inches in the important areas. I really expected that to be a dead end. It's not a dead end. It's a live end. It's very much living. Now, we are going to go up, I guess, because down is guaranteed, like, mathematically to be a dead end. Up is as well now, because we've been there. It's unfortunate because it means that I do need to kind of gamble on where the secret room location is if I want to go to the shop. We have another reroll available for... Well, you know what? Let's clear out the floor first. We have another reroll available for my best friend, which is something that I didn't think was possible. We might be able to get another attack fly from Super Envy as well. And this is the first room in a long time that has made me actually wish for better, like, Casus Belli to use the Chariot card. But that's okay. We don't need to use the Chariot card. We can save it for a more valuable time later. And I definitely do not want to use a bomb to clear these guys out. Because, again, that bomb might equal a battery for us if you want to simplify it down to its most basic level. So, we'll just clear out as much of the trash surrounding these enemies as we can. As the trash goes down, my hope goes up, and I do think there's a fairly realistic chance we get an item here. If it's Shoop to Whoop, we'll reroll it. If it's a passive, and if it's a passive, I think it has to be an attack fly, but just to cover my ass. If it's any kind of passive, we'll take it and reroll my best friend. Unless it's Holy Water, in which case we'll leave it and reroll my best friend. We might just reroll it, I guess. If it's useless, we'll reroll it. If it's useful, we'll reroll something else. That's a flowchart that you should use for finding out whether or not you want to use an item in the Binding of Isaac. Anyway, let's see. This is the last enemy, and we got a nickel out of it, so that's actually amazing for us. So we're definitely going to get the battery. What was the cat doing? What are you doing in the basket, you big ding-dong? That's for cords, not cats. He has nothing to offer in his own defense except licking his chest. I wish I could do that when I was, like, in trouble. Unfortunately, I don't have the flexibility. I need, like, a longer neck or, like, a more protruding chest, like a Donkey Kong style pectoral region, I guess. I can't do that, though, but that's okay. Not to give you that great mental picture. This floor has actually turned out surprisingly well now, and Skinny Odd Mushroom, which does give us a damage down, is also a huge coup for us when it comes to our rate of fire, so that's incredible. I'm gonna take a little bit more coffee in as I make my way to this shop, and it turns out that this floor actually went pretty well. Still no deal with the devil, and not having a deal with the devil by this point is always a little bit frustrating. But it doesn't necessarily indicate that we're screwed. Quite the opposite. We've gotten 2 tiers upgrades plus Skinny Odd Mushroom, which is great from a damage output standpoint. It does lower our damage individually, of course, but we got the battery. We got a couple of HP upgrade. We got 1 HP upgrade, another tiers upgrade in Squeezy, Gish, and the battery. That's pretty good. That's an okay floor. Plus the Eternal Heart. We have 4 keys, which means that even if we get an XL floor next, which thankfully for once we didn't, we would have been able to go to every room. But now, of course, we can go to every room anyway because we're on a regular size floor. That's good news. So yes, there is a judgment back there. That's good. If we can ever get the money necessary to use him and maybe go to the shop, that would be great. Might as well check out our mob trap room. See what we've got going on in here. 3 bombs is actually a pretty good payout because I will be looking for secret rooms in all likelihood. It's not like we're rolling in bank right now. Keys are great. I'm very glad that our key situation has kind of sorted itself out. Anytime you get XL floors, keys are always a major concern, but we're fine. That was only our first room. So yeah, I mean, like, an obvious kind of down point with this run, or negative point with this run, that was really stupid of me, is that we don't have very much individual damage on our shots, and that's kind of like, it's a symptom, to some extent, of having a huge rate of fire like this a lot of the time, as long as that huge rate of fire comes from, you know, the Skinny Odd Mushroom. But also, we would really benefit from having even slightly increased amount of damage per shot. It's not necessarily required for a win, but it would help us out a lot here. As you can see, even with the amount of tiers that we're firing, it still does take a few seconds to kill even some fairly light enemies. Like, these human popcorn here are very, very HP low. Infestation's not good enough. It has to be rerolled. Even if we end up, and I talk about this reasoning all the time, but even if we end up not getting anything out of this item room, not getting anything but having the chance to get something good is kind of better than taking an item like Infestation. It is a loss not taking Infestation, but it's worth the loss for the attempt to get something much better. So there's 2 more keys. 2 more keys is very nice. I don't know why 2 more keys sounds like it could be like a Portuguese pirate from the Age of Exploration or something like that. Anyway, we're leaving. I want to remember where this item room is in case I forget in the future. Keys are good, but we are lacking money. Money is something that sometimes you want to have if you're going to use keys to open some important doors, but this side of the map is taken care of. For 1 bomb, maybe 2 bombs if we botch the placement a little bit, it's realistic that we could get this nickel. A bomb for 5 cents when we have 6 bombs and 2 cents is a very good trade, in my opinion. Not doing so well from a dodging standpoint here. The other thing is we might be able to snag a secret room pick up out of it as well if we get very, very lucky. Well, I thought maybe we could get that bomb out of it too, which is what I was hoping for. We didn't. Shit happens, though. Oh, shouldn't have gone through this room yet. That was stupid of me. Easy room, but should have been using my reroll as effectively as possible because obviously this razor blade is just a pain in my side right now. If we don't get to 15 cents, we'll probably play Judgment. It's not guaranteed that Judgment will pay out. I'll just take it. I don't like taking Scapular, but I don't know how much floor is left because I can't see, but anyway, it's not a guarantee that Judgment will pay out in under 15 cents. Let's say we have 10 cents. It's not a guarantee that Judgment pays out in 10 cents. But what Judgment does do is not spawn a mini-boss, thus making us waste our key anyway. Although there is a shop right here. It might just be worth a key to check it out, and then, you know, we're not short on keys, so we can make an educated decision after that. I think we will have to use 2 bombs here, because I do want to open this golden chest. Don't get me wrong. But I also want the Tinted Rock. Tinted Rock gave me a Spirit Heart. Not amazing. And then we got a range upgrade, which I didn't have to pick up, but I did anyway. Let me get a 7-cent Book of Revelations. Why is this important? It's important because I could guarantee myself a cube of meat, but I'd actually, even if we're going to pick it up, I'd rather not. I would rather just fight a vanilla boss, if that makes sense. Yeah, okay, well, we're definitely going to use one more bomb. Might not be able to open the golden chest, but at the very least, we can get 11 cents for that. So that's worth a ton to us. Now we're going to try to get something from both the shop and the Judgment. But I think I'm going to reroll Book of Revelations. Oh, that was a terrible play there. But I know a lot of people are going to say pick up Book of Revelations. It's good. You'll get a Spirit Heart, and then you can reroll it anyway, and you lose the option for Book of Revelations to come back in the future. That's actually very solid reasoning, but it's reasoning that in this situation I'm going to disagree with for my own personal taste, because I would rather save some money if it's not necessary. Like, basically that would be paying 7 cents for a Spirit Heart and the guarantee of fighting war and getting a single level cube of meat, which I don't really want. I would rather have a chance to fight something that would give me a better item. Sure, there's a chance to give me a worse item as well, but you know where I'm getting at here. Or what I'm getting at here. So let's check this out, and we're just going to reroll it instead. Look at the map. And is the map better? I don't know about that, but it's alright. What I will do as well is use one of our bombs, and we'll come down here and play Judgment, and it's totally plausible that Judgment will not pay out in 9 cents. We have one more bomb we could use to look for a secret room. I guess we'll see how that goes down, but for now, a little coffee time. Getting a little down to the wire here. At least it's not a demon Judgment. The worst thing we can lose here is money. No big deal. Alright, there's a bomb. That's more secret room attempts. That's a heart. We don't need that. And okay, we need more money then. That can happen. We can make that happen. Probably. We can also look for the secret room. Might get Pageant Boy, you never know. Yeah, you know what? Here, let's try this bad boy out. We'll open the golden chest. We did buy a key, so I don't feel too bad about it. We'll take our speed upgrade. And we'll talk about this whole Judgment situation soon, but let's just milk this floor for any remaining ducats that we can get. That means we'll be shooting the fire, of course. Speed upgrade is a little bit overkill at this point. Got another zombie room. Not thrilled about fighting the zombies, but the fire is potentially money, as you saw. And the champion, probably the most common payout from a champion, is a single penny. That's not a great item, but it could be an item that gives me another item here. So that's worth a lot in and of itself. That was really bad dodging on my part. I've kind of given up hope on getting a deal with the devil on this run. That's okay. We don't need it. I kind of want it desperately, but we don't need it. See? Single penny. We got another 4 cents to offer this guy. Let's fight our boss first, though. Alright, this is weird because we already have Gish. So I would expect that we just get a vanilla item possibility here. Come on, Attack Fly. Does Guardian Angel make Attack Fly rotate any faster? Because if so, that would actually be a huge pickup. Because Attack Fly's major problem is the fact that it's slow as goddamn molasses in its rotation, which is actually good when you have the enemy targeted, but when you don't have the enemy targeted, it's a real pain in the ass. Alright, so like this. There we go. Did a little damage there. I mean, as you can see, we're not an offensive powerhouse. I mean, we're not even really a defensive powerhouse. We don't have that much HP. We don't have the ability to fly. We have 0 orbitals minus an Attack Fly, which is more of an offensive orbital, obviously, than a defensive one. We'll see what happens, though. This should be the end of Little Gish, one way or the other. And we fucking did get a deal with the devil. So we got Guppy's Paw and the Luckfoot. Those are reroll central. And we get the Nail and 9 lives. La-di fucking da. What we are going to do is take Pageant Boy. Why did you take Pageant Boy? It's so bad. Well, this will give us the payout that we need to get something from Judgment, and we have enough keys to go to the shop on the next floor. It'll probably be a fight against greed, but if it's not, then we have the money to maybe buy a compass or something. Smart guy. Now, I'm not trying to Taj Mowry you guys, but we are going to head downwards here. Oh, that was stupid of me. Wasn't paying attention. Luckily, there's a lot of red hearts available for me, so hey, free bomb. All right, Judgment. Let's do this. Fool card is bad. It's just not good. I'm willing to kind of hang in here with this Judgment, even if he does come out with a live bomb, which would be, like, shitty and terrible for both of us. I don't want to take the Fool card with me, so I don't want to constantly be, like, ping-ponging back and forth between these remaining items here. Seriously, like, I'm actually kind of pissed off now. This is like 20 cents that I've given you. 1 cent remaining. Oh my god, he gave me another key. Holy crap! So I've given him 24 cents now. By my math, at least. By my math. Now, we look for secret rooms, because secret rooms give us the potential to get even more money to feed his habit. Okay, there it is. Oh, good. Well, this is actually maybe not bad. We should get either a Steam sale, which is fine, or money, which is basically inarguably better at this point, from this fight. So this might not be the worst thing in the world to have had happen. Mind you, I would have just liked a free 15 cents in here instead. Oh well. Maybe we'll get enough time on this fight to actually get another battery charge, although it's highly unlikely. Alright, greed should be dead, like right now, basically. And we got a lot of money there. I swear to fucking God, Judgment, if you end up making me pay 45 cents for an HP upgrade, I'm not gonna be a happy man. I don't know why I almost said lady there, not that there's anything wrong with it. Perhaps it's just my notion of gender with this tiara on beats me. So what do we keep? Do we keep the Chariot card or the Death card? Absolutely, we keep the Chariot card. Okay, finally. I don't know how much money that was, all things considered, but we still have enough, so I feel okay about that. Certainly that floor could have gone better, but we did get the map, and we might have set the precedent for deals with the angel in the future, only because the deals with the devil were not very good. We got an HP upgrade, and what did we get in our item room? We got scapular. It's not ideal, but it is what it is, isn't it? So, obviously, oh my god, okay, we're getting very lucky with our remaining rooms here, remaining secret rooms and our money situation. This is good. An arcade was kind of something that I was hoping to see. Obviously, money-wise, we're going to be fine. Because, well, I mean, money-wise, we're going to be fine because I am going to be able to gamble on the blood bank, even if I can't gamble on anything else. Oh my god, this guy's being a real pain in the bee, isn't he? That didn't kill him? The green bomb that exploded right next to him didn't even hurt him. Alright. What are you, trying to quote your favorite MC Hammer album? Judgment. I popped it down. I know there's a benefit to taking Judgment into a deal with the devil, but I like having the Chariot card for the blood bank. Just fucking sue me, basically. Let's see what our Judgment pays out with. Compass is plausible and great. Yeah, okay, that's useful. We can finally make good use of our Chariot card that I've been holding on to for fucking ever, too. More keys is also good, man. If you want to milk me down to 0 cents, go crazy, Judgment. I'm gonna be totally fine with that. Disregard my cell phone notification sound, please. I'm too grandpa old school to know how to turn off the fact that it buzzes when I get notified about something on Twitter. Don't laugh at that, Kate. We can't all be part of the younger generation. That's true. If you could sort that out for me, that would be nice. Thank you. I got an HP upgrade from Judgment. That's good news. Now, what did I get for holding on to the Chariot card for so long? In all likelihood, probably like 6 cents. Well, I don't know, getting a little bit more money than that. Obviously, I'm going big and going home here in the hopes of getting a blood bag. That would be nice for me. I'm not really willing to go too deep on this one, but I do expect that I'll be able to get something maybe here. This is the last one for now. Okay. Well, we're back to 41 cents. That's not really worth very much for me at this point, but it does put us a little closer, basically mathematically, to getting either a blood bag or an IV bag. And either way, just a reroll pedestal in general is pretty useful for me right now. So, I'm not thrilled about the position that we're in. Really hoped that we would have gotten a payout from that blood bank a little earlier. Required a little bit of creative dodging there. Really, if I could just get like one damage upgrade, I know that's a lot to ask because damage upgrades don't actually show up all that often. That Fool card is actually more useful here than it was on the last floor for sure. But yeah, damage upgrades, like pure damage upgrades, don't show up that much by themselves. But if we could just get one of those, that would so drastically improve our run. Just get blue spike there to go, and there's an item room. I'm really thankful that this was not our boss room, so we do have a pretty good chance to use rerolls effectively, and also pick up something that might give us... Oh, that was the greatest attack fly of all time. Pick up something that might give us a great chance for success, short-term and long-term, hopefully. But, oh, that was very close. I hate when that happens. More bombs is good. 10 bombs is not really what I wanted. Thanks for twisting my words out of context, game. Now, we have a big floor remaining, so I'm not sweating or having to walk back so far for that reroll, basically. That's fine. We've got a lot of floor here on Necropolis 2, and my main focus is actually the shop. Because if we can get a compass out of it, then we have battery, compass, and map. That's some exciting stuff for us. We're gonna just take out the leapers. That's step number 1, because the flies will still be there, no matter how quickly we go through this process. And the leapers are definitely going to be the ones that did damage to me. Would have done damage to me. It's a weird, like, future hypothetical tense. Anyway. In the future, I'm thinking I'm going to be hypothetically tense in my shoulders, so I'll just maybe book a massage or something like that. This is the lamest joke of all time. Possibly. Now. Just run. This is a room that could kill me. I don't like saying that. And I really dislike the idea that I could be dead because of my play on the blood bank, because that's something that's happened a lot lately. But by the same token, I do think that my play is improved by being more aggressive on the gambling, but sometimes it doesn't work out the way that I want it to. We have another reroll left. That's good news. We took out another mask. That's even better news. Every hit is a chance to kill. That's my new movie slogan, starring Colin Farrell. I don't know what the title of the movie is yet, but killer slogan, you've got to admit. Seriously? Like, look at how many hits these hearts take. It's nuts. Okay, so we go back, and could gamble a little bit on the arcade. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, let's go to our item room. And inside, hopefully we'll be able to find something of meaningful value here. It's Ghost Baby. Ghost Baby is not the worst item in the game, quite technically, but it is pretty bad. Let me go to town here. Thank you very much. I will go play the three-headed thing. Thank you for the red hearts. At least the chance of getting the red hearts. Nope, okay. I've really got to watch out, because it wouldn't be the first time that I died to flies in a room like... Oh, you're too generous, slot machine. Thank you very much. I kind of want to win just like one more red heart, basically, because otherwise I'm a little bit concerned about, you know, dying in one room here. It's very unlikely that I'd lose 2.5 hearts on any room but the mom fight, so that's what I'm hoping gets sorted out. Well, we got Skatol. In all likelihood, I probably should have just waited and maybe seen if later on the blood bank actually paid out with an IV bag, and then I could have gotten double rerolls. But I'm in a little lazy of a mood right now, and I'm a little bit wary as well because of the way that this floor is gone, unfortunately. So yes, Ghost Baby is going to be a reroll target. We had Scapular work out very nicely for us there. And just one of those runs where I have an okay setup, but don't seem to be getting very much damage to kind of augment and supplement it. Another half red heart is nice. We can maybe make good use of Scapular that way, I guess. Let's just hang out and be okay. I think we could get a chain reaction here, reasonably speaking. Hopefully. Ooh. Oh my god, okay. The bombs will actually kill us. Let's try not to let that happen. So you guys just blow over. We got the range upgrades necessary. Just hang out on the other side of the map. Be okay with it. This is very concerning for me. Okay, that half red heart is extremely important. Now, I could be a real genius or a real goddamn idiot. Because I think that if I play the blood bank until I get down to a half red heart, I'll be fine, because Scapular will give me a full spirit heart in exchange, but that might end up making me the dumbest person in the world if I actually do that, so I'm hoping that that does not end up being the case. what I will do is go to the left, reroll Ghost Baby. Peeper's Eye is a weird one because it's like a tears upgrade or a damage upgrade for one of your eyes as well, but I don't think it's worth taking for us, but I am going to caffeinate here because I'm going to need it. And this is an exceptionally long run for the amount of value, basically, that I've gotten out of it so far. That sounds really negative. What I'm trying to say is, normally by this point in the game, or this point in any run, I'm not on Necropolis or Depths Part 2. But we've had a long run, for better and for worse, and it has been for both. We're really, because of our rate of fire, we're really only like one room away from being able to make this run work completely fine. I'm really happy that I picked up Scapular, otherwise there's a pretty realistic chance that I would be dead or on the path to being dead, at least. But I still might be... Oh, thank you. There's an example of Scapular, in all likelihood, saving my life. If I get hit once more, I would have been dead on this room were it not for Scapular. And again, all we gotta do is only get hit like once per room like we did on that Samson run, and then it's all the gravy. I don't even want to fight the boss yet, and the reason I don't want to fight the boss yet is because I don't think we have the damage necessary to take the boss out. I really need like a Polyphemus or something along those lines, or we're kind of screwed. I guess we'll see, though. I'm gonna go down, left. Thank you very much for the remaining peach iced tea. And then I'll reroll Peeper's Eye, and we get Spelunker's Hat. It's just not worth anything when we already have the map associated with it. Let's come up and, ready. See you soon.
Love you, honey.
Oh, well, that was Marge Simpson right there. Now, you can tell this run went on longer than expected, based on my scheduling conflict now. It's one more reroll, to be honest with you. We're kind of in a very scary position here. The good news is, and this is basically the best way it could have worked out. First off, I do want to call attention, though, to the fact that there have been so few fucking red hearts on this run. But anyway, sure, we'll buy the pill. Pill's not full health. That's what I was basically banking on. And we get the Fool card, which we're using to try to find a deal with the devil. It's not even worth going for that range upgrade. Theory crafting, what we would maybe want to do is, don't even have a reroll available. Now, I was thinking like we want to reroll the Steam sale. We want to reroll maybe whatever Mom gives us here. We want to reroll the range upgrade. We want to reroll fucking everything right now, but we can't reroll everything. So what we're gonna do is fight Mom. And I'm just trying to maintain my focus here because we got a lot of permutations bouncing around in my skull. My flesh helmet, if you will, which is also the name of my upcoming porno starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't ask how we got the money for it. Don't ask if you don't want to know. Now, this is going to be an exceptionally long fight. I was so excited about this run because, like, having a super good rate of fire is awesome, but having this low damage is not. I think we're actually going to die against Mom here. Don't say that I didn't give it the old college try, though. It's not the best play that I've ever had on a run, but certainly not the worst either. So a theoretical thing that we could do right now is Fool card out of this room, and then, you know, blow up a blood bank to get some red hearts, reroll whatever we want to reroll, and hope for the best, but I'm just going to stick it out because I really want to have the chance for a deal with the devil, never mind. Well, I hope you enjoyed the run in spite of the way that it ended. As always, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the run, make sure to show your support by clicking the like button and subscribing. It helps out a great deal, and I will see you next time.